Good morning, student. I am Rakhi Singh, Assistant Professor, Department of Zoology at Mahila College, Ara. Today, we are going to discuss about gametogenesis. What is gametogenesis? Gametogenesis is a biological process by which diploid or haploid precursor cells undergo cell division and differentiation to form mature haploid gamete. Depending on the biological life cycle of the organism, gametogenesis can occur either by meiotic cell division or maybe by mitotic cell division in case of haploid parents. Gametogenesis are of two types. One is spermatogenesis and second is oogenesis. Spermatogenesis is the process of formation of sperms in the testes of the male, whereas oogenesis it is the formation of the ovum in the ovaries of the female. Today our topic of discussion is only spermatogenesis and oogenesis. We will discuss it in the next class. Occurrence. Where does gametogenesis take place? It takes place in gonad. It is testis in male and ovaries in female. Now let us first understand what are the types of cell found in the human body. So normally there are two types of cell, somatic cell and germinal cell. The cell which are found in all over the body except the gonad are somatic cell or body cell. They help in growth and repair of the body and they multiply by mitotic cell division. Whereas germinal cell lines the gonad of the body and they can multiply either by mitotic or meiotic cell division, and this produces gamete cell or sperm or ovum. Spermatogenesis can be divided into two parts. First is formation of spermatid and second is spermiogenesis, that is metamorphosis of spermatids. So let us first discuss formation of spermatid. In formation of spermatid, it has three phases. One is multiplication phase, second is growth phase, and third is maturation phase. So let us see what happened in the multiplication phase. In multiplication phase, they normally divide by mitosis and form spermatogonia. During the growth phase, spermatogonial cell accumulate large amount of nutrition and chromatin material to form primary spermatocyte. During maturation phase, primary spermatocyte undergo first meiotic division to form two haploid secondary spermatocyte, which undergo second maturation or meiotic division to produce spermatids. During this phase, crossing over takes place and brings variation. Let us see the schematic representation of spermatogenesis. In this diagram, you can see 2n spermatogonium cell undergo continuous mitosis 1 and 2 and 3 such division, and they become spermatogonia, and each spermatogonia can undergo maturation division to form millions of sperms. But here we are just taking the example of one such cell which undergoes growth phase and accumulate much of the nutrition and chromatin material, and now it is known as primary spermatocyte. which is still diploid cell, that is written 2n, means they have two set of chromosome, one from the father and one from the mother. Primary spermatocyte undergo first meiotic division or first maturation division, which is a reductional division, and it reduces the chromosome number to half and produces two secondary spermatocytes which are haploid. N number of chromosome is present in secondary spermatocyte, which undergo second maturation division to form two spermatids each, and the chromosome number now remains the same, that is N, because second meiotic division is same as mitosis. So four spermatids are produced from one primary spermatocyte. So this is how spermatids are produced, and now each spermatids will undergo spermiogenesis, that is the metamorphosis or differentiation of the spermatid into sperm is known as spermiogenesis. During spermiogenesis, spermatids get converted into sperm, in which superfluous material is discarded and weight of the sperm reduced, which is essential for the mobility of the sperm, and from the cell-like structure it assumes a typical sperm-like structure. Steps of spermiogenesis: it includes change in nucleus structure, acrosome formation, presence of centriole, dense mitochondria are densely packed, and cytoplasm is very much reduced. So these following changes take place in the spermatid cell during the formation of sperm. Change in the nucleus. It changes from usual spherical to elongated and narrow, loses water from nucleus sap, and chromosome become closely packed, which is necessary for its motility. It becomes ovoid or flattened in man and bull. This is an adaptation for propulsion in liquid medium. Now, change in the acrosome formation. So, by Golgi apparatus at the anterior end of the sperm, which contain protease enzyme that help to dissolve membrane of the egg and easy penetration of the sperm inside the egg. So, acrosome is all formed by Golgi apparatus and which is present at the anterior end of the sperm. Centriole. The two centriole of the spermatid become arranged one after the other behind the nucleus. The anterior one is known as proximal centriole and the posterior one is known as distal centriole. Mitochondria. The mitochondria from different part of the spermatid accumulate around the proximal part of the axial filament and distal centriole in the middle part of the sperm and fuse together, forming two densely packed bodies, one on either side of the axial filament. It provides energy and strength when it swims towards the ovum. And cytoplasm is very much discarded during spermiogenesis. Now, the structure of the spermatozoa, structure of the spermatozoa under the electron microscope. We can see acrosome at the anterior end, nucleus form the head of the sperm, mitochondria form the middle piece of the sperm, and long tail is there which provide motility of the sperm. So acrosome contains the enzyme which help in the dissolving the egg membrane, whereas the middle piece contains the mitochondria which gives energy to the sperm while it traveled through the female reproductive tract, whereas nucleus contained the genetic material which help in fertilization. A tail help in the movement of the sperm. Spermatogenesis and its significance. Spermatogenesis produces male gamete, commonly called sperm, but more specifically known as spermatozoa. It brings variation and it maintains the chromosome number of the species, because during spermatogenesis the chromosome number is reduced to half. So on fertilization it again become the diploid, and it maintains the chromosome number of the species. And since crossing over take place, it brings variation which is essential for evolution and origin of new species. Thank you, student. Hope you have understood.